Now, breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
Now on WRAL at 6, a driver leads troopers on a chase and then crashed, nearly hitting a healthcare center. We'll take a look at that crash as troopers work to find the driver.
And temperatures this morning are a little warmer than they were this time yesterday, but I'm tracking two fronts that will start to drop our temperatures coming up.
And western North Carolina is slowly reopening nearly a month after Helene devastated that area. The major tourist attractions you can start visiting today as those communities work to bounce back. Certainly good news and uplifting as well. A lot of those kids getting back into the classroom and tourist attractions opening up once again. It is an uplifting sight there. I'm Jeff Hogan. Good to have you with us here.
And I'm Renee Chu. Great to have you with us on this Wednesday morning as our temperatures somewhat bounce back to summery temperatures. We're going to get into the 80s today. Meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner with a look at our morning temperatures and how we'll warm up from there.
It's a nice start out there. A little bit warmer this morning, and our afternoon highs will be a little bit warmer too. So starting to warm things up just a little bit, but it's not going to last too long. 51 is our temperature right now heading out the door in the Triangle. Clear skies here. So we take a look over North Hills and our dew point at 47. It's 41 in Roxborough. That's our cool spot this morning. 55 in Fayetteville is our warmest spot, but these temperatures are running anywhere from about 5 to 8 degrees warmer in some places than they were this time yesterday. So you might notice the difference. Really nice afternoon at the State Fair, 75 at lunchtime, 81 degrees for our high this afternoon. But as I mentioned, two fronts coming our way, one that'll start to drop temperatures tomorrow, and then another one that'll change things pretty dramatically by Sunday. I'll show you coming up, Ken.
All right, Elizabeth, at 6:01, a rather quiet start to your morning commute. It's good news if you're getting ready to head out this morning in Wake County, the Beltline. Oh, those lanes coming into the capital city from 87, all free and clear this morning. Similarly in Durham, I-8, 85, 15, 501, all free and clear this morning. Nothing to worry about. If you're getting ready to head out, tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3. You can listen to us anywhere in the Triangle or at 99.3 FM in Raleigh and 96.5 FM in Durham.
Breaking news we're following. Troopers are looking for a driver who led them on a chase that ended in a crash. This is video from the WRAL breaking news tracker. Shows a black car crashed into some bushes there. This is in Fayetteville. And that building is the Cape Fear Adult Day Health Care Center on Stamper Road. You see some troopers there shining their flashlights looking for evidence and the driver who took off from the scene. We are working to learn more about the driver, who he is, and why that driver drove away from troopers in the first place.
Today in Raleigh, we will learn about new arrests in the deaths of 5 people. The shooting happened a year ago in Sampson County. WRAL's Nick Perlin joins us live from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Raleigh. And Nick, law enforcement says the shooting happened at a house that was used for drug sales.
Renee, it's going to be very interesting this morning to find out what potentially new evidence investigators have found to have led to these new arrests in that shooting that happened 1 year ago. Now, I want to get you to this video, and this is from, again, last October. This is on Garland Highway in Clinton, and this is where 5 people were shot and killed inside a home. Now, at the time, the Sampson County Sheriff said that it was a targeted drug-related killing. Now, the news conference with the U.S. Attorney and the Sampson County Sheriff will be this morning at 10:30. Of course, we're going to keep you up to date with everything that happens inside this building as far as those new arrests are concerned. Reporting live in Raleigh, Nick Perlin, WRAL News.
One person is dead after a car crash in Wake County. It happened just before 8 last night. This is video from the WRAL breaking news tracker on Green Pace Road in Zebulon, and you can see the car upside down there. Officials say only one car was involved. They believe speed was a factor.
Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, is headed to the Triangle today. He'll arrive at RDU about 8:30 tonight, so you want to be aware of any potential traffic delays if you are driving near the airport at that hour tonight. Tomorrow, Walz will have events in Durham, Greenville, and Wilmington.
Today, former President Donald Trump will be in Georgia to hold a town hall in the city of Zebulon. That's about an hour from Atlanta. Trump was in Greensboro last night for a rally. He talked about targeting inflation and bringing back the American dream. Meanwhile, Vice President Harris will be back in Pennsylvania tonight for a town hall with CNN. This is video from her visit to the state last week. The event starts at 9 and will be moderated by Anderson Cooper.
Today, a new phase gets underway in a project to help Durham's South Side community, bringing 100 affordable housing units to that area. There's a groundbreaking event for that project. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey joins us live right now from South Roxborough Street in Durham. Kelsey, this is a project 10 years in the making.
Jeff, it sure is, and we're just hours away from learning more about how affordable housing is expanding here in Durham. This area here just south of downtown Durham is going to look much different in the next couple of years. Take a look at your screen. You are looking at plans for the new addition of the lofts at Southside. Today, we'll learn more about the new 100 units that are coming to the development. There will be income requirements to stay there, around $45,000 a year or less for individuals, and about $64,000 or less for a family of four. City funds, tax credits, and American Rescue dollars are all funding this project. This project is set to be complete in April 2026. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Durham.
Schools in Northampton County are on a delay this morning. The district says all schools will be delayed by 1 hour. There are foggy conditions out there that are leading to those delays.
Today, Buncombe County is resuming normal operations for the first time since Helene, with a few exceptions. County offices, including early voting sites, and all but 2 DMV offices will reopen. Trash and recycling routes will resume where accessible. All libraries, with an exception of 3, will reopen today. 2 parks will reopen, North Buncombe Fields and Hominy Valley Park. The other parks remain closed. Dozens of people gathered in Asheville to reflect and remember the lives lost to Helene. The candlelight vigil was held last night at Peck Square Park. National and local elected officials were there to show their commitment to healing and unity. There was also a live performance from the Asheville Symphony. Coming up in 10 minutes, the tourist attractions reopening in the mountains weeks after Helene.
Wake County deputies are searching for a man who ran off when they tried to serve an arrest warrant. Sky 5 flew over that area where this happened yesterday afternoon off Graham Newton Road. They're looking for 49-year-old Kevin Nichols. He's wanted in Caldwell County for violating a domestic violence protection order. They don't believe there is any threat to the public. A family is sharing their grief over a loved one killed in a double shooting while at work. The shooting happened last week in Hope Mills. 21-year-old Arthur Acosta and 32-year-old Jefferson Duggins were both shot and killed while at work cleaning windows. Cumberland County deputies say Desmond Moore is suspected of shooting them. Deputies say Moore was later shot and killed during a high-speed chase in Mount Airy. Acosta's sister talked about the impact of her little brother.
He was a beautiful boy that enjoyed playing games on his computer and just living life. His faith in Jesus Christ kept him strong, and he believed our Lord and Savior was the way.
The Acosta family has started a GoFundMe account, and you can find a link to that on our website, WRAL.com.
Today, local leaders will join the EPA administrator in Durham to celebrate new electric school buses the school system is receiving. Durham Public Schools will soon receive 38 new electric buses thanks to the Biden administration's Investing in America plan. EPA Administrator Michael Regan will join Congresswoman Foushee, Mayor Williams, and students at the Southern School of Energy and Sustainability. They will all take a test run on an electric school bus.
And it's Military Appreciation Day at the North Carolina State Fair. The fair is paying tribute to the men and women who serve our country. This is video from last year on that day, and you can catch live music and meet the men and women who serve at various tents and booths to learn about our military today. And be sure to stop by one particular tent here where members of the WRAL team will be out at the fair, located in our usual spot, northeast side of Dorton Arena. Elizabeth Gardner and I will be out there this morning, 10:30 to 11:30. Come say hi. It's your chance to say good morning to us. We say it to you every day. And then from 2 until 3 this afternoon, you can meet Kat Campbell and Eric Miller.
It is 6:09. People living in Florida are still dealing with the flooding weeks after Milton hit their neighborhood. How they're getting creative as they're forced to navigate flooded streets just to get out of their homes. Michelle.
And Western North Carolina continues to recover from Helene. Which major attraction is slated to open to visitors later today? And another beautiful day on tap for us, Elizabeth.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous out there. We're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast. 81 degrees for today. But notice a drop in temperature for Thursday and Friday. And again on Sunday and Monday. I'll walk you through the fronts and show you what they're going to bring.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
612, taking a look at our temperatures this morning, feeling really nice, and the sun comes up. We're going to have another one of those beautiful sunrises. 51 in Durham, 51 in Raleigh, and 55 degrees right now in Fayetteville. That's a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still probably jacket worthy as you're heading out the door. Lots of sunshine for today, and it will be a pretty fast warm up. Walking the dogs this morning will be cool, but by lunchtime, 75. We'll see a high of 81, and then right after work, if you're walking the dog, temperatures will still be in the mid 70s, so feeling really nice. Now, tomorrow will be a little cooler. I'm tracking a front that will come through. It'll drop our temperatures for a few days, and then another front comes in over the weekend, and that's really going to make for a big difference between Saturday and Sunday. I'll show you what we're looking at coming up. Ken?
Elizabeth, weather and traffic every 10 minutes here in the 6 o'clock hour. Rather quiet start to your morning commute. We're just seeing a little bit of a slowdown right there near the I-40 eastbound, near the I-540 split, but nothing that's going to make you late this morning. But elsewhere around the triangle and surrounding communities, all the major routes are delay-free this morning. You can stay updated on all your traffic issues at 101.5 HD3. You can listen to us anywhere in the triangle. And of course, Renee, I'll have an update in about 10 minutes.
We will see you then, Ken. Thank you. Now to a tough story. A 15-year-old boy is in jail this morning after 5 people were found dead inside a home near Seattle, Washington. The King County Sheriff's Office says the teen will remain in custody and have no contact with the surviving victim, an 11-year-old girl. A judge ruled his name will also be withheld from media. The county has until tomorrow to file charges against the teen. Police were called to a home in Falls City early Monday morning, and when they got there, they found Mark and Sarah Humiston and 3 of their children dead. Another child hurt and taken to the hospital. The cause of death has not been released.
Town of Zebulon says some preliminary information about the death of Kareem Shabazz could be released in the next few days. His body was found in a pond off Weaver's Pond Road. The town spokesman says that area has been canvassed by multiple dog teams since Shabazz was last seen. The spokesperson said the final report, as well as the official cause of death, could take months, if not longer.
Time is 6:15 here in the WRAL Live Center. I'm monitoring the NBC News feeds here, and this black square you see here was a live press conference that was happening with U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, and he was essentially addressing the situation that's still ongoing in Gaza during the Israel-Hamas war. He was asked directly, has Israel gone beyond the point of self-defense? But he mentioned that the ability to accomplish one's military goals is important, but also protecting civilians. They say that they are not necessarily mutually exclusive. You can do both. But he says that he was speaking with his counterpart in Israel, and every time they discuss this, he says that there is an importance for them to, of course, be more precise in their airstrikes when taking on Hamas.
Chris, thanks for that update. It's about to get easier to change banks. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says its new rule will make it easier to control your own financial data. If you're not happy with your bank or credit card and you want to make a change, the new rule requires that your current bank send all of your personal financial data to your new bank for free. The idea is that making it easier to change service providers will increase competition, lower prices on loans, and improve customer service. Here's the thing, though. The changes won't begin taking effect until 2026.
As the mountains to our west continue to recover from the devastation Helene left behind, there is an encouraging sign. Grandfather Mountain, the iconic Grandfather Mountain, will reopen today. WR's Michelle McConaughey is here now with the area's guests can now access. Michelle.
Yeah, Jeff, this is so great. Almost 1 month later, guests can enjoy Grandfather Mountain again. The park did sustain damage from a few small landslides and trees that were knocked down, but guests can visit the mile-high swinging bridge, Black Rock Trail, Grandfather Loop, the Wilson Center for Nature Discovery, and Mildred the Bear Environmental Habitats. Tickets are limited during this first phase of reopening, and online reservations are highly recommended. Park staff say they do not take the decision to reopen lightly. And their intention is to help the community by giving visitors an additional place to go. It won't put a strain on other areas that cannot accommodate guests right now. Weather permitting, the park will be open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And another big tourist destination, the Biltmore Estate, that will open November 2nd.
Some Florida residents are still dealing with major flooding 2 weeks after Hurricane Milton. In Volusia County, neighbors are forced to kayak back and forth because it's the only way in and out of their neighborhood. The county is working to build a temporary causeway that should be completed soon. It should get people access to their homes.
All encouraging signs there. 6:17, the time right now as we take a look around town. Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. I know we have that fog delay. Northampton County Schools on a 1-hour delay in that area. Not seeing it down our way yet.
No, I haven't seen too much of it. We'll watch Lake Gaston in particular because there was some fog there the last couple of mornings, so we could see some of that again. But so far, so good, except for, again, around Northampton, possibly Halifax and Edgecombe County, seeing a little fog this morning, too. But in Fayetteville, Raleigh, Apex, Chapel Hill, all is quiet. Skies are clear. Chapel Hill's courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant this morning. High pressure in control of our weather, keeping things dry. High pressure systems sinking, drying out the atmosphere. And then here comes a front. We've been talking about this front, I think, all week long. Notice there is no rain along that front. So it is a dry front that'll come through, but it is going to drop our temperatures a little bit. Before that comes through, it's going to be a great day today, though. 81 for today. 74 Thursday, 75 on Friday. So that's what we'll see behind Thursday's front. Temperatures just dropping back into the mid-70s, which will still feel really comfortable. And then another front comes through Saturday night. That one will bring a very tiny chance of rain. We're probably talking about less than 1/10 of an inch, but it will set up a new pattern for us. High pressure rotating clockwise like this up to our north or northeast often grabs a hold of some cool, damp air off the North Atlantic and pushes it into North Carolina. Cold air sinks, and so it sits down here on the surface and creates a pattern that we call cold air damming. And you've probably heard of it before. The cold air gets dammed up against the mountains and it doesn't have anywhere else to go. So it sits here. We get this northeast wind, and that'll bring us some cloudy skies and the potential for some cooler temperatures to expect highs in the 60s. So we go from 80 on Saturday to 60s on Sunday. This pattern gets locked in. This cool air gets locked in because of a southwesterly flow up above, and it just kind of sits there for a while. So we'll have this pattern for at least 2 or 3 days. No real rain with it, though. That's to look at our rainfall for the next 7 days, and our dry pattern likely continues through the end of the month. Take a look at this, one extreme to another, from September, which was the 3rd wettest month on record, to October, which is the 2nd driest month on record. So pretty crazy there. You know, we've had a good bit of rain, but we are drying out some for October. Looking ahead to Halloween, high pressure builds back in with a southwesterly flow and starts to warm us back up again. 68 is our normal high for Halloween, but we could see a high of around 78 degrees. So your Halloween planner looking good. It should be nice and dry with temperatures in the low 70s at trick-or-treat time. Checking the tropical outlook, nothing happening right now, but there is a chance, a 40% chance of some development in the Caribbean during this month. Of course, we're also really excited about Music for the Mountains. Ken and I were mentioning that just a little while ago. We are proud sponsors of that, a really great festival that's going to help folks in the mountains of North Carolina. That's on Sunday.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fun concert, too.
It will.
Excellent. Here's what you can expect if you're getting ready to actually, it's a rather quiet start to your morning commute this morning in Wake County. The Beltline 87 coming in out of Nightdale, all free and clear this morning. Taking a closer look at Durham, Chapel Hill, Hillsborough, all the major roads are delay free, which is good news. Listen, if you're getting ready to head out, we've got you covered. Listen to us on 101.5 HD3 anywhere in the Triangle. Of course, if you don't have 101.5 HD3, you have a couple more options as well. 99.3 FM in Raleigh and 96.5 FM in Durham.
Thanks, Ken. History was made during the Lakers season opener. See the crowd's reaction when LeBron and Bronny became the first father-son duo to take the court together.
Pretty cool. We'll talk about it. And baseball fans are remembering legendary Dodgers pitcher Fernando Valenzuela. Died at the age of 63. What he's being remembered for is his former team prepares to repeat the World Series win from his rookie season.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
LeBron James and his son Bronny made history during the Lakers season opener last night.
They became the first father-son duo in NBA history to play together in a regular season game. Ken Smith here now with what's trending.
Yeah,
Ken.
Renee and Jeff, this is one of those goosebumps moments in sports, right? The moment became reality with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter against Minnesota. They received a standing ovation as they hit the court together.
I mean, it's pretty cool. And look at who's there right there. Ken Griffey
So
Jr.,
cool.
Ken Griffey Sr., because they did it in 1990, right, in baseball. I don't know, years before Bronny was even born.
Yeah.
So Bronny, they get in the game, they played together, and it's such a cool moment. Bronny took a shot, he missed it. It was a three-pointer. Didn't have any points. But the Lake Show won, and this is just a Hollywood story that continues.
The screenwriter's writing that script right now.
We were just saying Bronny looks more and more like his dad.
Yeah. Well, check out this awe-inspiring view of the pyramids of Giza. It's going viral because of this little guy, a dog right at the top. A paramotorer shared this video on Instagram, but don't worry, he later shared this video of the dog getting down safely.
Oh, so that dog somehow made that climb 448 feet high up there. Yeah, and the paraglider guy was like, does he live up there? I don't know, but he got down safely and certainly was quite a talker.
Yeah. Looks like he had fun coming down also. He's your one down, right?
He just wanted to enjoy that epic view.
So neat. Ken, thank you. The baby cow that was born at the state fair now has a name, and this little guy's name is Fair. Fitting, right? Since he was born at the fair 4 days ago, and staff says both our mom and baby are happy, healthy, and doing well. If you are planning a visit, be sure to stop by and say hi to Mama and that little baby boy at the Healthy Blue NC Children's Barnyard.
So cute. Here's something that could affect your commute this morning. We just saw the visibility in Rocky Mount dropping to 1/4 mile. I'll show you what it could look like as you head out.
And troopers search for a driver who led them on a chase. We'll show you the aftermath of that car crashing into bushes right outside a healthcare center.
Plus, more people will have access to affordable housing in Durham very soon. The next phase of the project getting started today, and the goal of revitalizing the South Side community.